Ok, estamos de regreso. Voy a llamar la lista y vamos a escuchar un audio relacionado a la clase. Por, a ver, sí, no, tus laboratorio, libro 5, lección 3A. Bueno, voy a llamar la lista y luego vamos a escuchar el audio de la lección 3A. Wow. Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Corro como tara. Ok, vamos a cerrar esto. Me cierra. Share. María Paz está. Joana Amarilla. Joana Amarilla. Fiorella. Fiorella Balbuena. Bruno, ¿me escuchamos?
Sí, teacher, te escucho.
Ok, great. Fiorella Balbuena. Ausente. Ah, híjole. Leticia Barrios.
Presente.
Ángela Baruja. Ángela Baruja. Ausente. Camila Bernal. El doctor Luis presente.
Present, teacher.
Profe, yo estoy presente.
Camila,
No, Fiorella.
es que no te escucho.
No necesito entrar ahora.
Alexis. Sergio Cárdenas.
Presente,
Renato.
teacher. Alexis.
Gonzalo. Vanessa.
Present,
Tatiana.
teacher.
Tatiana.
Present, teacher.
Marianela. Alba.
Present, teacher.
Mica.
Present.
Jessica Ferreira en el hospital. Erika Franco. Erika Franco. Raquel Frutos.
Present, teacher.
Jorge López. Jorge López. Liz Paola Maldonado.
Presente.
Ok. Sumaya. Sumaya Yamal. Said. Mara está. Mana Martínez, Axel.
Presente, profe.
Clara. Daniel Medina.
Presente, teacher.
Agustina.
Present, teacher.
Jazmín.
Present.
Fátima Morales.
Present, teacher.
Paloma. Janina.
Present,
Paloma.
teacher.
Bruman.
Presente, profe.
Bruman, arregla ya tu micrófono.
Y acá, profe, ya salí del hospital para poder hablar. Hace rato dije nomás que no podía conversar ya que estaba dentro del hospital.
Dana Ocampos.
Present, teacher.
Nieves.
Present, teacher.
Nora Ortega. Bruno.
Present, teacher.
Gaby. Gaby Ovelar. Dante.
Presente, teacher.
Ok. Jazmín Peralta.
Present, teacher.
Que tengan paciencia, por favor. Mi computadora es el lerdo aquí. Nancy.
Present, teacher.
Yevali Prado.
Present, teacher.
Thanks. Camila Preliasco. Ella tiene problemas de internet. Facundo Reyes.
Present, teacher.
Sofía Rivas.
Present, teacher.
Sunilda.
Present, teacher.
Fermín.
Presente, teacher. Present.
Milena Soilán.
Present, teacher.
Okay, great. Nicole estaba.
Present, teacher.
Tadeo Machuca. Tobías Machuca. Belén Díaz hoy tiene clase. Su clase de los lunes. Y bueno, estamos entonces. Aquí ustedes tienen la fecha del examen. La fecha probable es el 9 de abril del 2021. O sea, del siguiente, dentro de 15 días rendimos el libro 5. ¿Ok? Cierro esto y vamos entonces a escuchar audio, como dijimos. A ver, ¿qué tenemos acá? Sí. Vamos a escuchar un poco de audio entonces. Por favor, abran sus libros para escuchar el audio de la lección 3A. ¿En qué página tienen ustedes eso?
55. Página 55.
Ok, page. Página 55, abran por favor eso y comenzamos. Estamos 37 de 50 y tantos. Ok, ahora comenzamos entonces. Audio, let's go. Ah. Patient, patient.
Number 1, telephone,
Telephone.
telephone. Phone,
Phone.
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 Call,
Call.
call. There's a telephone on the...
Por favor, repitan las palabras y traten de pronunciar adecuadamente. No se queden con su pronunciación latina, ¿ok? No es call, es call, ¿ok? No es phone, es phone, ¿ok?
Call.
Call.
There's a telephone on the desk. There's also a phone on the wall.
There's also a phone on the desk.
You can call your friend on that phone. Number 2, button,
Button.
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 Push,
Push.
push,
Push.
push button,
Push button.
Push button.
push button.
Push button.
Push button.
First,
First.
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 This telephone has buttons.
This telephone has
It's a push button phone.
It's a
It's a
push.
push button.
Push the
phone.
correct buttons.
Push the correct button.
First push this button, then push that one.
First press the button, then press that one.
Now look at figure 2. Listen to the dialogue. Don't repeat it. Excuse me, where's the telephone?
There's a phone on the wall.
Thanks. Oh no,
What's the matter?
I pushed the wrong button first.
Which button did you push?
I pushed the 9 button.
Are you calling a friend in town?
No, I'm calling a friend on the base.
Then push 3 first.
Now, repeat the dialogue. Excuse me, where's the telephone?
There's a phone on the wall.
Thanks. Oh no,
What's the matter?
I pushed the wrong button first.
Which button did you push?
I pushed the 9 button.
Are you calling a friend in town?
No, I'm calling a friend on the base.
Then push 3 first.
Listen to some questions. Look at the dialogue and answer the questions.
Who needs a telephone right now? Repeat. Airman Davis needs a telephone right now. Is there a telephone on the table? Repeat. No, there's a telephone on the wall. Is it a push-button phone? Repeat. Yes, it's a push-button phone. What did Airman Davis do first? Repeat. He pushed the wrong button. Does he want to call a friend in town? Repeat. No, he wants to call a friend on the base.
Please go to Figure 3. Look at the pictures now. Repeat the words under the pictures.
Number 1, trip,
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 take a trip,
take a trip,
take a trip,
take a trip,
took a trip,
took a trip,
took a trip.
took a trip.
Number 2, suitcase, suitcase,
Suitcase,
Suitcase.
pack,
pack,
Pack.
pack,
Pack.
packed,
Pack.
packed. Number 3, depart, depart. From, from, in, stop,
Stop.
stop,
Stop.
stopped, stopped. Number 4, come back,
Come back.
come back,
Come back.
came back,
Came back.
came back. Arrive, arrive. Go back, go back. Went back, went back.
Listen to the sentences. Don't repeat them.
Number 1, the Wilsons take a trip every summer. Last year, they took a trip to Los Angeles. They had a good trip. Number 2, they bought new suitcases. They packed their clothes, toothbrushes, and shampoo in the suitcases. They didn't pack any toothpaste. Number 3, they departed on August the 2nd. They drove from Dallas to Los Angeles in 4 days. Mr. Wilson didn't like to stop the car. They saw a lot of towns, but they stopped in only a few. Number 4, the Wilsons came back from their trip on August the 24th. They arrived at midnight. They didn't want to come back, but Mr. Wilson needed to go back to work. He went back to his office the next day.
Now look at the sentences and answer some questions.
Number 1, what do the Wilsons do every summer? Repeat. They take a trip every summer. What did they do last summer? Repeat. They took a trip to Los Angeles. Did they have a good trip? Repeat. Yes, they had a good trip. Number 2, what did they buy? Repeat. They bought new suitcases. What did they pack in the suitcases? Repeat. They packed their clothes, toothbrushes, and shampoo in the suitcases. Did they pack any toothpaste? Repeat. No, they didn't pack any toothpaste. Number 3, when did they depart? Repeat, they departed on August the 2nd. Did they drive from Dallas to Los Angeles in 3 days? Repeat, no, they drove from Dallas to Los Angeles in 4 days. Did Mr. Wilson like to stop the car? Repeat, no, he didn't like to stop the car. Did they stop in a lot of towns? Repeat, no, they stopped in only a few. Number 4, when did they come back? Repeat, they came back on August the 24th. What time did they arrive? Repeat, they arrived at midnight. Did they want to come back? Repeat, no, they didn't want to come back. Did Mr. Wilson need to go back to work? Repeat, yes, he needed to go back to work. When did he go back to his office? Repeat, he went back to his office the next day.
Look at figure 4. Listen to the statement and circle A or B.
Number 1, the Wilsons took a trip to Los Angeles. Number 2, the children packed their toothbrushes. Number 3, they departed at 7 o'clock in the morning. Number 4, the Wilsons went from Dallas to Los Angeles. Number 5, Mr. Wilson stopped the car for a few minutes. Number 6, they came back to Dallas. Number 7, they arrived at 12 o'clock midnight. Number 8, Mr. Wilson went back to work the next day.
Listen and check your answers.
Number 1 is A. They took a trip to Los Angeles. They visited Los Angeles. Number 2 is B. They packed their toothbrushes. They put their toothbrushes in their suitcases. Number 3 is A. They departed at 7 a.m. They left at 7 a.m. Number 4 is B. They drove from Dallas. Their trip began in Dallas. Number 5 is B. Mr. Wilson stopped the car. The car didn't move. Number 6 is A. They came back to Dallas. They were in Dallas again. Number 7 is B. They arrived at 12 o'clock midnight. They came at midnight. Number 8 is B. Mr. Wilson went back to work. He went to work again.
Please go to figure 5. Repeat the words under the pictures. Then repeat the sentences.
Number 1, airline, airline,
Airline.
ticket,
Ticket.
ticket,
Ticket.
flight,
Flight.
flight,
Flight.
one way,
One way.
one way.
One way.
This is an airline ticket.
Yeah.
It's a ticket for a flight on Texas Airlines.
It's a ticket for a flight on this.
Micrófono, su
It's a
Linda.
one-way
Oh,
ticket from San Antonio to Dallas. Number 2, round trip, round trip. Return, return. Airport, airport. This is a round trip ticket. The first flight goes from the San Antonio airport to the Dallas airport. The second flight returns to San Antonio.
Now look at figure 6. Listen to a statement. Circle T for true, circle F for false. Listen to the example. Some airplanes belong to airlines. The answer is T. Listen. Some airplanes belong to airlines. The statement is true. Now listen and circle T or F.
Number 1, a flight is a trip on an airplane. Number 2, airlines need pilots and mechanics. Number 3, airplanes arrive at and depart from airports. Number 4, return and come back are different. Number 5, you need a ticket for an airline flight. Number 6, a flight from New York to London is round trip.
Listen to the statements again.
Number 1, a flight is a trip on an airplane. Number 2, airlines need pilots and mechanics. Number 3, airplanes arrive at and depart from airports. Number 4, return and come back are different. Number 5, you need a ticket for an airline flight. Number 6, a flight from New York to London is round trip.
Listen and check your answers.
Number 1 is true. Repeat, a flight is a trip on an airplane. Number 2 is true. Repeat, airlines need pilots and mechanics. Number 3 is true. Repeat, airplanes arrive at and depart from airports. Number 4 is false. Return and come back are not different. They're the same. Repeat. Return and come back are the same. Number 5 is true. Repeat. You need a ticket for an airline flight. Number 6 is false. A flight from New York to London isn't round trip. It's one way. Repeat. A flight from New York to London is one way.
Please close your book. Repeat these words.
Sit.
Sit.
Set.
Set.
Rid. Red.
Read. Red.
Bill.
Bill.
Bell.
Bell.
Will.
Will.
Well.
Well.
Miss.
Miss.
Mess. Disc. Desk. Lift. Left. Litter. Letter. Bid. Bed. Tin. 10.
Now open your books and look at figure 7. Look at the words and say them.
Say number 1 now. Repeat. Sit. Set. Number 2. Repeat. Rid. Red. Number 3. Repeat. Bill. Bell. Number 4. Repeat. Will. Well. Number 5. Repeat. Miss. Mess. Number 6. Repeat. Disc. Desk.
Disc. Desk.
Number 7. Repeat. Lift. Left.
Lift. Left.
Number 8. Repeat. Litter. Letter.
Litter. Letter.
Number 9. Repeat. Bid. Bed.
Bid. Bed.
Number 10. Repeat. Tin. 10.
10. 10.
This is the end of lesson 3A, book 5.
Ok, entonces con esto paramos el día de hoy. Mañana continuamos con más ejercicios en la página 76. Vamos a hablar acerca de palabras nuevas. Y en la página 77, la correcta entonación que tenemos que darle a las preguntas. A las preguntas. Las entonaciones basic intonation. Y luego eso, para terminar la lección 3, tenemos las indicaciones, las instrucciones que tenemos que aprender a darlos adecuadamente y bien claro. Muchas veces queremos explicar algo nosotros y y no explicamos, no damos las indicaciones claras y al final nos enojamos porque la otra persona no realiza lo que queremos que la persona haga. Por ejemplo, si le digo a Mara, Mara, ¿cómo harías un sándwich? ¿Cuáles son los pasos para hacer un sándwich? Y si te animas en inglés, ya luego. No, en inglés tiene que ser. Claro. Tell me how to make a sandwich. What are the steps that we need for making a sandwich? Use first.
Put on the butter. ¿Cómo se decía pan, profe?
Bread.
Butter in bread.
Okay.
Next, put on the no sé cómo se dice jamón y queso, profe.
Ham.
Ham
and cheese. Ah, ya dimos todo eso. En el libro 2 ya dimos todo ¿cómo se dice? Queso al menos. Ok,
yo no estaba,
entonces,
profe, pero voy a estudiar.
Entonces eso. Tenemos que dar indicaciones. Por ejemplo, el pan del primero hay que cortar, porque si no vas a poner la manteca on. La manteca ponemos on the bread, no in the bread. Entonces, si no cortamos el pan, vas a poner el pan encima. On the bread. In the bread no decimos. Hay que decir on porque la manteca se pone sobre algo. Y así. Vamos a suponer que yo soy uno que vino de allá de la época de la prehistoria y ustedes me dan un libro y yo no sé qué es esto. ¿Cómo me van a decir cómo debo utilizar el libro en inglés? Tell me how to use this book. First.
The first, you open the book.
Open. Okay, open. Pero yo soy de la prehistoria, no sé cómo abrir. Open. I open like this. Like this. Esto es un chiste, es una exageración que van a ver en internet. Si ustedes buscan en internet van a encontrar dos monjes, frailes, que encuentran algo y no saben cómo se abre un libro, no saben. Entonces el otro trata de explicarle. Es realmente un chiste. Pero es eso, si nosotros no damos la explicación correcta a alguien que no sabe, ¿cómo te va a hacer bien si no le decimos paso a paso lo que tiene que hacer? Entonces eso mañana vamos a hacer. Paramos hoy por aquí y gracias por participar. Acuérdense que debe funcionar sus micrófonos para que ustedes puedan participar y no perdamos tiempo en la clase. Thank you so much. That's all for today. Let's continue tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.